Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you taking time out of y'all's busy schedule. Stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It is Tuesday the 19th, Tuesday the 20th of September 2022. It is 8:30-ish in the evening, about 79 degrees Fahrenheit out there, 81% humidity, makes it feel like it's 85, 86, 26 degrees Celsius. So I'm sitting in a parking lot at the moment. I have one of my fans blowing on me. The truck is not running, so I don't have air conditioning running. Um, we'll see. I managed to get a little bit done this afternoon in the yard, uh, making short little trips out there, and got a bunch of stuff done in the kitchen. But aggravated my shoulders to no end. I may have aggravated my back again too, because this bothered me. Like it started feeling better. That was time. Uh, my own dumb fault. I've been dealing with this stuff for long enough. I know better, but I've also been dealing with this stuff long enough that I just say the heck with it and go for it. So when I talk about the weather, Jacksonville is a big area. Big area. Um, I forget how many square miles. It's the largest city area wise in the country. So I don't know, it's something like 800 or 1,000 square miles, something like that. The main temperatures that I get are from the airport, which is closer to my daughter's house than to me. You have to go over the big bridge. Excuse me. It's a good it's a good 45 minutes away, uh, basically to the northeast of me. But that's where the temperatures are taken, the official temperatures. And I think that's what my app reads off of. So, uh, with the breeze, it feels fairly nice out at the moment. But, oh man, my neck and shoulders are bothering me. I had to go to Walmart because I was out of cheese and out of bread. Hamburger rolls. I also I've gotten cottage cheese to mix up with the olives and whatnot, and ended up pretty much eating it, just eating it plain. Uh, Pull out a bowl full of cottage cheese and a bunch of black pepper, and just go at it with crackers. So I needed cottage. I got cottage cheese as well. But yeah, just like 4 items. I figured while I'm out, um, I'll do a parked and palavering, parked and pontificating, whatever. Sit here and talk to myself. I've been talking about trying to change my sleep schedule. So last night, about 3:30ish or so, I went out and made a cup of chamomile tea. Thinking, okay, that's going to help me sleep. And when I was done, it was just a little bit after 4. I shut all the lights down and laid down. And I think I may have snoozed a little bit, but I was back up at, it wasn't even 6:30 yet. Like, damn it. I don't want a nap, but it was more like a nature call. I figured while I'm up, I'll make a quick cheese sandwich, gobble that down, and lay back down. And that kind of worked. I went back to sleep. Next time I woke up was, I don't know, almost 10 o'clock. Nature call. And back to bed. Woke up at 2:15, 2:20. I thought, okay, that's kind of, that'll pretty much do it. That's almost 10 hours altogether, right? So, turned on my light and I just laid there. And I guess I went back to sleep. Because next thing I know, it was going on 4 o'clock. So, 11 and a half hours. I actually had to force myself up, go make a cup of coffee. And that almost got me kick-started. I don't usually drink 2 cups of coffee, but today I had to. I kept wanting to go back to sleep. And I've had that problem. I know I've got that problem. Excuse me. Anytime I take a sleep aid, whether it's NyQuil or chamomile or melatonin, even like the baby melatonin, take a half of a 5 mic, and it'll mess me up for a day and a half. So, I don't know. At this point, I'm ready to just stay up until 12 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Or later, 6 o'clock in the evening, and then go to bed. And wake up at 4 or 5 and see what that does. But I know me. As soon as I get onto a new sleep schedule, I'll fall right back into sleeping from early in the morning until the afternoon. And after the seasons change like they do now, I was only up 2 hours and it was getting dark. Oh, excuse me. I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and it's repeating on me for some reason. But like today, like I said, I didn't get up until 4-ish. I made a second cuppa going on 5 and wanted to get a few things knocked out outside. Move that lattice that I put up a little bit, see where I was thinking on that. Just a few little things like that. So, still got a couple of plants I need to bring around from my brother's side. But I kind of intended to do that today. Just kind of knock my shoulders out. Like I said, I was outside working 10, 15, 20 minutes at a clip. And it would start feeling it in my lungs, start feeling problems with my neck and shoulders. I went in and did some dishes. That, of course, just aggravates my shoulders. Reorganized some things on shelves that have just been thrown up. We're not even on shelves. I'm on my roll around. Got those a little more organized. Still not cleaned off. But I was talking to a Facebook friend who's about my age, similar physical condition, and he's like totally depressed because he can't get his apartment straightened up the way he wants, the way he wants it. Um, see, moving this fan over here does a little better for me. Hopefully that doesn't bleed me out. So, there's a guy riding a bicycle with no tire on the back rim. But yeah, he's upset because, well, he's a little OCD. He's like the total opposite of me. I don't mind chaos. In fact, I like chaos. But he's just trying to reorganize. And one day he took everything out of his cabinets. That was 2 weeks ago. And he still can't get them all back in. Plus going shopping and, kitchen or cooking and all the other stuff that you do. So he's battling a bit of depression over that. Trying to tell him, dude, it just don't matter, but it matters to him. So, and it doesn't really matter to me, the condition of my place, other than I'd like a place to work. And I've got all my counter space covered. I've got my stove covered. So, it just is what it is, You're in a small place. The other alternative is just get rid of everything. And I'm not ready to do that. Tempted because I've got like 5 or 6 of these that I'm not using. Ones that I've used in the past, maybe they're stained or the gasket doesn't fit right on the top, whatever. They come in handy occasionally. It's kind of like the big plastic ones I get at Dollar Tree when I buy them to get the straw. So I've got, I don't know, several of those around. And I decided, some time ago, they'd make great holders for cookies and, packages of rice, various stuff like that. So I ended up putting them to use. Anyway. I need to get this stuff home, take a hot shower, relax my muscles, take a couple aspirin or something. I don't want to take anything heavy. But I was on my way here, and I was first at the traffic light, and I can't see the lights when they change, so I kind of gauge off of other vehicles. Look out the window if I can. But the vehicles on either side of me started to move, and this guy in a big old truck with lights just blasting into my mirrors was instantly on the horn. I went into hyper mileage. I crept off of that light, slowly gaining speed, watching the cars on either side of me as they went by, and this truck was right on my bumper. This lane on the left-hand side, Steady streaming by. There's a whole bunch of cars behind them. This lane over here, okay. Coming up, there's going to be a 4 or 5 car break coming up. So, about the second car from the end, I started picking up speed, and I paced that last car. Crept ahead of him a little bit, fell back a little bit. Traffic on this side, driver's side, steady passing, steady line of traffic. Got to the next light. It was yellow. I went through it. Guess who couldn't? I'm not saying I'm petty, but maybe I'm a little petty. Anyway. And I know I'm almost as bad. You don't move in front of me, and I'm hitting the horn. I usually give a couple of seconds, though, because I understand. Maybe you didn't realize the cars on the other side are moving. But by the same token, I got here to the parking lot, and a guy was pushing the cart. And the parking lot was pretty full. But this guy was pushing the cart up to the cart corral. Came back and got in his car, and I was like, all right, cool. I parked a little further down the aisle, or stopped, and waited, and waited, and waited. I mean, usually it's not dudes to get in the car and spend the next 20 minutes changing shoes and checking lipstick or whatever it is you ladies do in the car. Finally, I gave up. I circled around and got to another spot. And so I walked by. He was on his tablet doing something. So I didn't really get mad or aggravated or anything, because I was thinking, you know what? You do the same darn thing. A lot of times I do. I'll come out and, sit and look at my phones, figure out temperatures or whatever. As often, I will leave the more populated area of the parking lot, like I've done tonight, and go to a less populated area. So it was like, I get it, Can't really get mad at somebody for something that you do as well. But anyway, I made it this whole time, even though it sounds to me like I'm a little gaspy for talking, but I made it. My chest doesn't really bother me, so I'm good. That's good for me. I feel good about it. Let me know what you think, folks. Give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around your social media, that'd be fandoculous. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. Until I see y'all again, I hope you have a fandoculous day. Launch, y'all.